Hello.
Hi, I'm Dustin.
I'm Kaylin still.
And today, on the barrel.
A real quandary.
You didn't... Today we've got a blind.
Yep. A couple of notes. One, thanks so much to all of our patrons who have signed up so far. Some who found it before we even said anything.
Yeah.
Sneaky guys. And it's going to help us afford more glasses than this. We don't have 8 glasses and we wanted to do 4 whiskeys, so we're gonna share.
We're working with what we got.
Because we're married.
So far. What's that?
Because we're married.
Yes.
And
yes.
you should have been here for the complicated situation that was figuring out how we were gonna blind this to each other.
With just the two of us and both needing to not know what's in these, we don't have a dog that has the dexterity to pour whiskey yet. For now, we basically created an equation that rivals that of jet propulsion.
Yeah, certainly rivals Pythagorean theorem?
Pythagorean? Isn't it Pythagorean theorem?
I don't know.
Pythagorean makes it sound like a snake.
I numbered the glasses and the bottles and poured the whiskey.
Right.
Dustin then came around and, unbeknownst to me, lettered the numbers.
I taped over all the numbers with random letters and then put it in my phone to what correlates with what. So then Kaylin will be like, oh, this is E. And I'll be like, E is this number. I don't know what that number means. So we both don't know. She came up with it because I don't know anything. Well, first of all, so this blind was voted on by our lovely patrons, keeping it pretty simple. Bourbons that have been finished in sherry or port, or because I couldn't find enough in just sherry or port, we're just kind of opening it up to wine finished bourbons.
And by couldn't find enough, we mean in the stores of this room right here.
I definitely thought I had more than I do. So in terms of bourbons finished in wine barrels, I've got 4.
Here they are.
And here they are.
All I know is they all look fairly similar color, which I was pleased with. I was prepared to wear sunglasses for the entire review if I needed to, but...
Do you want to still? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. These all look pretty dang and nothing's, I mean, you look pretty cool, honestly.
Give me the whiskey.
You look like summer.
Summer's almost over. Fall's here. Santa's coming. We'll start with this one.
There's nothing to even talk about. This has to be your favorite thing in the world.
I love it.
There's nothing to discuss.
Should we start with this one? This one is letter R? Wow.
Sure.
You just whipped down there.
We'll keep them at least in order. And
do we share a sniff? This is the curve. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do it.
Yes. We're obviously trying to get to 4 million subscribers. That's what I said in the last video. I actually think we could get to 5 million subscribers by the end of the year. We're trying to do the same for Patreon. 5 million patrons.
You said that 2 videos ago.
Who's counting? Apparently you are. God, I wish I could smell it right now.
It's kind of like pine. I don't know, it smells like a pine tree.
Huh. I mean, this is berries.
The berries of a pine tree? Pine cones?
I don't really get much pine, but I do get some good sweet berry in that. It's not very hot and tingly. I don't know, that doesn't smell like much of a higher proof to me. But
no, I can kind of get a full sniff.
Let's see what we got. Drive back and forth that time.
Shall we?
Sure.
Cheers.
One day we'll have more glasses.
Mmm. Oh, the backside of that is like a taffy. I've been eating a lot of saltwater taffies.
Yeah.
Like a fruity saltwater taffy, but mild, like not super sweet, fluffy.
That's really nice. That is oak and berries.
And I do get more fruity now.
Yeah. It's not like a cherry or dark. I don't think it's it's almost a more bright red berry. Like a
like a currant or
raspberry or something like that.
Or a pomegranate. It's good. It's a little bit like flatter of a finish, like not super, I don't know.
A little bit medicinal now in there.
It's not super full-bodied to me, if we can use wine terms since these are wine finished.
Yeah.
It's not super full-bodied at the end, but it's tasty.
Yeah.
Next.
All right, on to the next one.
K for Kaylin. Wow. Oh.
It's a beautiful night.
Okay. Paint again.
Oh God. Whoa. Drastically different.
Very much. If we're now comparing R
that's
with
a-
K, this is very subtle, and this is a little more sock you in the face. And I think it smells like paint.
Yeah, it is a little bit more,
Alcohol, like ethanol.
yeah, maybe that's not like astringent, I guess, but
I think it is. I think
Maybe,
it literally
yeah.
tastes like we've just
Stained.
stained our house.
Yeah, that's a little more wood
And we're like,
staining.
we're in it. We don't need to wear masks necessarily, but it's pungent. Like you
Yeah.
don't want to be sleeping in it.
loves
I
that.
can't get past like paint thinner.
yeah, that's pretty, it's almost vegetal. What in the world?
vegetal paint thinner.
Oh, there was a little bit of berry now. Now that I got past, well, initially it reminded me of like a Thanksgiving vegetable dish or something.
Yeah.
All right,
Cheers.
cheers.
Okay. Ow. God. Gonna have to get checked for a subdural hematoma.
Ooh.
Even as I was bringing it up to take a sip, I just thought I was like lifting a gallon of paint. There's so much going on there. It's spicy.
Syrupy. Like syrupy sweet.
I mean, yeah, a weird sweet to me. Not. I don't think it's quite as palatable as syrup
That's a
to me.
thick mouthfeel.
Earthy, dirty, kind of on the backside. I mean, all these terms I'm using are quite
This
negative.
one is a little bit more on the darker red
Yeah.
fruit side of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is like Luxardo cherry syrup, I feel like. Like just the liquid that they sit
Again,
in.
I can kind of get what you're saying with all of those things, but it's so like it's
Wow.
not enough of that for me. Like it's very. Dare I go in for another sip?
That one is pretty intense. Sugary sweet though, like front of the tongue, sides of the tongue.
I get the
I
sugar
get
a little more
syrupy
the second
sugar.
sip, because on the first sip I was so taken aback by how. I mean, I shouldn't have been because the nose for me was so wildly strong right away.
Yeah, okay. All right, rinse. Numero Y. Number Y.
Why are we doing this?
It's what the patrons wanted.
Oh no, yeah, for sure for them.
More than.
Can I get a sniff in edgewise?
Ooh, okay. You know that. Oh man. Ooh, that's some. Okay. Yeah. I get some nice spice in this one. A little bit of a.
Shh, can you not say? I literally haven't even noticed it yet.
Well, see, this is why we need more glasses. We'll get there. You know, we're just having a time here today. All right.
You know what we could have done? We could have poured them into sample bottles we have, so then all of those bottles look the same. I would have numbered those bottles and then poured them from those bottles into the small bottles, but I wouldn't remember what the numbers were anymore. Maybe. Or I would have passed it off to you first, then you would have lettered them, and then come back, and then you would have poured them. I don't know. This, oh, did I already taste it?
Anything you just said.
I think I tasted it already. Now I don't remember what's happened.
Let us know if she had tasted it before this time marker.
I'm pretty sure I did already taste it before that taste just then.
I get a lot of wood and wood spice on this one on the nose. Not a lot of berry on the nose.
This one to me is vegetal. I literally feel like that's a veggie stir fry, like green vegetables, like and raw almost, like not cooked.
I get like
Very earthy veggies.
like banana peel. Like if you eat a piece, like you know, sometimes little strings of the inside of the peel.
Don't really eat a lot of
You know, if you peel a banana and then you get the little string thing that also sometimes stays on there, and it tastes like if you just took one of those off and you bite into it. It's a little bit bitter, I guess. It's more bitter than the actual core of the banana.
It is definitely bitter. It does taste like, I can agree with you
green.
that it tastes like the rind of something.
Yeah, rind.
But I don't know that I would say banana. But I also just don't really eat a lot of bananas.
Like a rind, you got a nice rind end there.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I mean, I kind of like this one because it's weird. And I really like weird.
Nice rind end there.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. This one to me was weird, but way too just in your face and strong, and like maybe it needs some water, I don't know. But this one is weird.
This one doesn't have much for me, much going on though.
I also would never, if you gave me this in a blind with other finished whiskeys that weren't all, I would not have, I don't think I would have picked this out and been like, this was finished in a wine cask.
That's what I'm saying, is like, this is, to me, pretty one-dimensional and pretty like, I kind of just taste the bourbon oak spices.
But I like it.
There's a little bit of cinnamon.
I'm gonna be honest. These are a little bit tied for 1 and 2, and I could see them flipping back and forth. This one's a little bit easier to drink and sip on, I feel like. But this one I think is wilder and more fun, and then this one is in third, and I haven't rated this one yet.
All right, here, you give it the first sniff.
Yeah, keep me honest, because I tried to sip the last one, I think, a little early.
I think so too. I don't know, I wasn't watching you. Who was on Kaylin duty? Is this enjoyable? To watch one person smell and taste, and then the other? This will be the only time, I promise.
You can edit them together in a nice, cohesive way.
This reminds me of something that I can't think of, so it's not useful.
This one to me reminds me a little bit more of the scent of the nose of number whatever letter R this one is. Which letter is this?
Oh, F and A. This is N.
So we've got R, K, Y, and N is in Nancy.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Nancy.
Let me sniff her again.
Interesting. This one is the most minerally of all of them, I'd say.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Wow, I agree with you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. I would say, again, it doesn't like scream sherry port wine, but
no, not yet.
And it's more noseable than these two.
Oh God. Oh God.
It's fine. Oh my God.
Do you need a paper towel?
No.
What if it stains?
Oh, Dawn dish soap can get anything out. We'll be okay.
Whoa.
Wait, you did taste it, right?
I just did.
Okay. Oh, cheers. Oh, like raisins and...
I don't know why, but the very first thing that came in and it sparked my memory is these root beer float ice cream bars that I'd get from like the Schwans. Schwans? Schwans, man.
The Schwines, man.
I don't even know if they do this anymore, but they would, tootle through the neighborhoods.
Toodle.
And it would just be a refrigerated truck basically, and the guy would literally come up and like, you'd order from him at your door, and he'd just go get it in the truck and give you a box of
Well, if he had it.
whatever food.
Sometimes he'd have to come back.
I think we got like pierogies that way, and like maybe meats or something sometimes, but we always got root beer float bars, and they had a hard like popsicle outside and then an ice cream inside.
Huh.
And that is what the first drink of this tasted like to me. Why?
For me, it was very raisiny and figgy, like figgy pudding. I know we've tasted a whiskey before like that.
Yeah. Raisiny and cream though.
The first,
creamy vanilla.
The first hit of the sip is very sweet to me.
Yeah, this one is as sweet as the second one we tasted, I think.
Sure, but
They're
the
on
second one
par.
I could hardly drink.
Yeah, they're both, this one and that second one are very sweet.
I think I now have a refined list order. I think I gotta try this one again. Look out.
All right.
Whoa. Whoa. All right, I think I'm 1 is Nancy.
Okay.
2 is Ronald.
All right.
Followed very closely by 3, me. No,
You.
it was Y. Why me? Nancy, Ronald, Y. And then unfortunately myself, Kaylin K, is last. Because it's weird and it's too strong and I don't like sipping on paint.
We are pretty vastly different, I think.
Yeah!
So my number 1 is
Ronald.
R. Number 2 is going to be
Me.
K.
That's me.
Number 3, YN.
It's an N.
YN.
Don't confuse the thing.
R for YN.
It's Nancy. This is Nancy.
Number 3, N. Number 4, Y for me. That's
interesting.
That's my preference.
So let's start with each of our number ones. So my number 1 was
start with the like
our least favorites.
Yeah. Let's start with the least
okay.
favorite,
My number 4 was this one, which is K.
I have the
yeah,
numbers.
you're the one with numbers. You got the first key, and then I have the second key.
All right, so your number 4,
my
my
last
number
place.
2 is bottle number 1.
Okay. Old Elk.
So this
Port cask finish.
I mean, that is, I like that one.
So that's my last place. That's
Idiot.
your second place. So are we gonna go by my third place then?
Sure, let's go.
So my third place was this one, which is Y.
And that was my last place.
Okay. Which is
Me,
what?
you, 3, 4, 5. What? That was Y?
Why?
Because.
Why me?
I don't know. Y is bottle number 4, which is
McFarlane's Reserve R12. Barrel finished straight bourbon. 12-year-old straight bourbon whiskey finished in Cab Sauv barrels.
So McFarlane's Reserve, I'm pretty sure is like a Total Wine Spirits Direct brand situation. Pretty big story on the back that Kaylin wants to read.
No.
Just kidding. So that's third place for Kaylin and last place for me.
Wow. Second place for me
Second place for Kaylin.
was R.
R is bottle number 3.
Is that this one? I don't remember what the numbers are. Thank God I taped them. It turns out I could have just single blinded us by just not remembering what numbers.
So this is your second place
Yes, and your...
and my first place.
Oh!
Yes. Okay. So that leaves first place for you.
Which is Nancy.
And I believe that was second place for me. So Kaylin's first place, my
Something
I can't
place.
remember. I think that probably was third place. So this is my third, your first.
Okay.
We're all over the place here.
Rabbit Hole.
Boom. Rabbit Hole Dereringer. Dereringer. Dereringer?
Yeah. Dereringer.
Well, why is there an extra E?
Haven't you ever heard of Derringer?
Yeah, but I thought it was,
It's not an extra E.
Dereringer?
How do you say dare?
well, D-A-R-E.
Okay.
Dang it.
Oh my God.
Everything sucks.
Oh my God. Rabbit Hole Derringer straight bourbon whiskey finished in PX sherry casks. 46.5% alcohol by volume, 93 proof, 750 milliliter bottle.
Okay.
Twice finished in new toasted and charred American oak barrels and Pedro Jimenez sherry casks. Never chill filtered as it should be. That's what they said. I'm not saying that. I'm not making any assumptions.
Wow. So here's Kaylin's order.
Yeah. 1 to 4.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
just in case anyone didn't follow
we
along.
can count 4 bottles.
If you can't, it's okay. Call this number below.
And then my order was pretty drastically different. Wow.
Who knew we could be so
Dustin's-
different with just
Dustin's
4
order.
bottles?
Man, this is such a solid bottle. I remember buying this, I think I bought this last year at some point, and this was a bottle that it was part of like bundling an allocated bottle of some sort. So they were like, buy one of these and then you can buy one of these type of thing, which is fine. Because I don't know that I otherwise would have ever purchased one of these, but this was such a pleasant surprise to me. Like this, I think I posted on Instagram sort of my tasting notes on this, and I remember it just being like strawberries and cream. And this is to me the most berry, the most berry flavor out of all of these.
Sure. Yeah, I think this to me, the reason why this was my number 1 is it just felt a little bit more as advertised to me. I got a little bit more of like that raisiny, like deep dark fruits and things like that, dried fruits and whatever, and I really liked that. This one I had a harder time with. Makes me nervous if we're ever gonna do an Old Elk series.
Oh, we will. I think I honestly have 8 Old Elks.
Well, that'll be a wild ride.
But they're all so different. I mean, I don't know, it might be fun to do an Old Elk blind.
We did it, our first blind.
Wow. Let us know in the comments how much you hated the fact that we didn't have enough glasses.
Or maybe it was really charming.
Yeah.
It was charming, wasn't it? We're getting more. Thanks to all of these people. Are you gonna put a list of the people?
I was going to at the end, but I'll just put them there now.
Thanks to all of them.
All right, well, thanks for watching. And hope you learned about these whiskeys.
If you ever wanted to know what a very selective grouping of sherry casks compared against each other tasted like, then here it is for you. We'll be throwing out more polls to get your thoughts on other things we should do in the future. But yeah, I like doing blinds. It's fun to rate. It was fun. It was a little complicated, but we figured it out and we made it through this one. Tune in next time when we might not make it through. What? Tune in next time.